friends, and welcome to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Deidre from our Upcycled life, and I do lots of thrifting, upcycling, repurposing, and DIY content. Love new crafting, friends. So make sure you like, subscribe, hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss any great DIY content. Today we're upcycling a thrift store jewelry box. I found this, it was $9.99, and it was gorgeous, and I knew I could make it prettier. So I'm going to show you the techniques today that I used to upcycle this jewelry box. So let's get started. We got lots of work. Today I'm going to be upcycling this vintage jewelry box I picked up at Value Village for $9.99. I just find that it's really dated. It's kind of got that orange tinted stain on it, and the inside is all lined with that felt paper, and it's really stained and it's really dirty. I know I can upcycle it and make it pretty again. I always find these jewelry boxes at the thrift store, and whenever I see them, I always pick them up because they upcycle beautifully. I usually paint them, but I'm going to do a different twist on this one, and we're going to do some bleaching and try to lighten up this wood and just make it look like it's more modern. First job is to pull out all of this yucky material. These actually come out really easy. I just use a scraper and it's just lightly glued in there, and you can just peel it away. It's a little bit of a job, but it's so worth it in the end. Sometimes you can save the inside of these jewelry boxes, but most of the time when I find them, they've been really well loved and they're usually really dirty. So I just like to take it right out. I don't usually see jewelry boxes this big, so when I saw this one with all the little drawers and the little slide out piece on the bottom, I knew I had to grab it. Now once we get all the big pieces of the paper out, it's a big mess here. Bear with me because it's worth it in the end. What you want to do is you want to spray it with a little bit of water because there's glue and paper that's going to be left in the bottom. And once you get it wet and let the water soak right through, you can scrape away that paper really easy, and then you have a nice clean drawer to work with. Okay, big job, but I got it all done. And now I'm just going to take a sanding block. This is just a 220 sanding block, and I'm going to clean out the inside wherever there was paper because you're going to have little bits and pieces here. And I'm also going to take off all of the hardware. There was lots of hinges and knobs. The knobs just pop out, and the hinges you just need a really tiny screwdriver. I have a little glass dish that I saved them all in because those screws are so small and I didn't want to lose any of them. Once I had all of those off, I'm taking my 220 sandpaper and I want to sand the whole thing until it takes off that top layer of varnish. Once we have that top layer of varnish off, when we apply the bleach, it will be able to penetrate into the wood. I've taken my spray bottle and I've mixed a solution of 50% bleach and 50% water. You want to make sure you do this in a well-ventilated area and you're not doing it somewhere where it's going to make a really big mess. I'm just doing it in my shed with the door open. You want to thoroughly soak that wood and let that bleach soak in, and it's going to lighten it as we let it sit and do its magic. Now it's already starting to work. This has been a couple hours and it is dried, and I'm just taking a sanding block again and just doing a light sanding, and then I'm going to spritz it again with that bleach and water mixture until I get the color of the wood that I'm looking for. And I'm just going to keep repeating this process, letting it completely dry in between until I like the color. And this took 3 applications of the bleach and water. Once I got the color that I was looking for, I rinsed it all really well in water to neutralize the bleach. I really like the color that I was able to pull from this. It almost has like a sun-bleached look. Now I want to line the bottoms of the drawers and the back of the jewelry box, and I found this beautiful scrapbooking paper at Michael's, and I picked it up, and that's what I'm going to use. I'm going to measure the drawers in the back and then cut the paper with my paper cutter. I've got them all cut out, and now I'm going to decoupage them on with my Mod Podge mat. You're just going to put a little bit in the bottom of each drawer and then just put the scrapbooking paper on top, and it'll adhere really well. And look how beautiful this looks. Now, I have to come clean about what happened here. I put all of my hinges and my knobs in that little glass dish with a little bit of Javex and water, thinking I would only leave it for about 5 minutes and it would clean them all up. And I forgot about them, and this is the next day, and they had already started to go rusty. But actually, I don't mind it. I kind of like the look that it gave, and it gave it kind of that rusty, aged look. Everything is all put back together now. I've taken it out to my shed, and I'm going to give it a spray of this matte clear polyacrylic sealer, and I'm doing it on top of the paper too. I don't like using Mod Podge as a top coat. I like using the polyacrylic sealer. So here is the before. Remember the ugly orange paper that was really dirty and lined in all of those drawers, and that orange stain that I really don't like. And this is how I upcycled it. I love bleaching wood and the effect that it can give. Now, one thing I did find with these jewelry boxes is I realized they're not all made with the same type of wood throughout the jewelry box. So some of it lifted in different colors, but I like the variation that it gave. So if you see one of these jewelry boxes when you're out thrifting, grab it and give this technique a try. Hope you enjoyed today's upcycle. And if you like this content, make sure to like, subscribe, and leave a comment. Thanks for watching. Have a great day.